Welcome to today episode doesn't even get a headache on absorbing their abilities because Yuri heals it instantly. Soon he reaches the boss room and Ursula tells him that unless he defeats the boss the path to other floors won't open. A is not sure about it because the boss monster is going to be much stronger than anything else he has faced, but Yuri and Ursula tell him to have faith in himself. Motivated by their words, A enters the boss room and finds the dungeon core in front of him. Suddenly a summoning circle appears on the ground and from that emerges a giant stone golem. A tells Yuri to get back inside his eye and then rushes towards the golem. He avoids the first attack easily, but then the golem throws a powerful punch at him. Uses another one of his acquired skills to turn his hands as hard as steel, but the effect of the punch rips apart his leg muscles. Yuri heals him on the spot and then he uses the dissolving poison skill he got from killing a giant snake to melt the golem's hand. That makes the golem really furry and it begins to recklessly attack H, who somehow escapes from its rampage and hides behind some rocks. He realizes that he can't get close to the golem now, but then Ursula tells him to use the ultimate spell she taught him because he has enough mana for that now. A decides to act on her advice and immediately uses the ultimate magic Nova Strike on the golem, hitting it with the power of a meteorite and melting its body. He can't believe that he can do this now, and then Yuri comes outside his body and starts healing him. Holds her hands as he thanks her and Yuri starts blushing. That doesn't sit well with Ursula, who tells him to focus on appraising the golem's remains. A appraises the golem's body and gets some high-level defensive and offensive abilities. Ursula tells him that he can also appraise the dungeon core and Aeon is not certain if that will be safe. Just then Ursula teleports near him and appraises the dungeon core for him. She finds that it is similar to the spirit core of the world tree and uses it to strengthen A's prosthetic eye. She tells him that he can defeat more dungeon bosses and use the core to improve the power of his spirit eye, and that will make him even stronger. With that, the three of them exit the boss room and the doors close after them. Ursula says that since the dungeon core has vanished, the dungeon is effectively sealed off now. That means the path to the world tree has been shut down and even the hole through with IR must have been sealed. She says that now no one can reach the world tree and that means she doesn't have to stay behind to protect it. She decides to come along with Yuri and soon they reach the surface. Meanwhile, in a bar in the city, the swordsman Zord is out drinking with some fellow adventurers. He tells them the story of how his party was surrounded by hellhounds in the dungeon and they didn't think they would make it out alive, but then he twists the facts and says that it was A who decided to sacrifice himself to save others. He begins acting like he is deeply grateful to it to get some sympathy from other adventurers, but as he sees A standing behind him, he spits out his drink. Zord asks him how the hell is he still alive, and when it tells him that he simply defeated the monsters, he refuses to believe that. The other adventurers tell Zord that he should be happy because his savior is alive, but it tells them that he was lying. Just now he reveals that Zord and Jalim paralyzed him with magic and left him to die at the hands of the monsters. This makes all the adventurers furious and they start throwing anything they can grab at Zord. However, A stops them because despite everything, Zord was the only person who took him in his party. He thanks the for everything and then walks away, surprising everyone in the inn because his personality has done a 180. After that, Yuri and Ursula begin to explore different dungeons, defeating the boss monsters and absorbing the dungeon core. They keep looking for the world tree inside those dungeons, but even after a couple months they can't find anything. As they are returning from one such dungeon trip, they hear some screams and immediately rush to the scene to find some monsters attacking a carriage. A quickly kills the monsters and absorbs their abilities while Yuri and Ursula heal the injured soldiers. And then goes to check on a pink-haired girl in the carriage who falls in love with him at first sight and clings to him, calling him the hero. A is confused and embarrassed by this, but then he learns that the girl is Claudia, the third princess of the kingdom, and the man with her is Jasper, the leader of the merchant guild. The princess invites A and his group to her palace to thank them, and after that she gets ready to pounce on him. However, Yuri gets in between them and declares that she is A's wife. A is shocked to hear that, but the greater shock comes when Claudia casually says that she is happy to become his second wife. As the two girls fight over that topic, the merchant Jasper comes to A and says that he should marry him instead. A freaks out at this because he never thought he would be equally attracted attractive to men and women, but Jasper says that he has some special reason for that. He then leads A and others to his treasury, explaining that he likes to collect valuable gemstones and A's left eye is a spirit core, the most valuable of them all. A is shocked to learn that Jasper has found out his secret, and then the merchant tells him the legend about the original world tree exhausting all its power to seal the demon lord and then vanishing from the earth. He says that he has been looking for its spirit core for years, and now that he has found it, he wants to keep it with him forever. Pine wants to refuse him because he is straight than a ruler, but Ursula tells him that Jasper has money and also information about the world tree, so he can use his help to find other world trees. Reluctantly agrees to get close to him, but says that they will only be friends in the beginning. Jasper has no problem with that, and he tells her that one day he will surely be a proud member him, that Jasper has money and also information about the world tree, so he can use his help to find other world trees. Reluctantly agrees to get close to him, but says that they will only be friends in the beginning. Jasper has no problem with that, and he tells her that one day he will surely be a proud member of his harem. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and watch. Thanks.